My name's Matson from Stallion AI Services in Whitchurch, Shropshire. We have stallions come here for collecting and freezing semen for distribution for sort of worldwide. It's a fairly unique setup here that we've got. There's only a couple of us in the country that actually can do this, especially for the worldwide market. We've been doing it now for 30 years, sort of developed sort of certain techniques, actually preserving these animals' bloodlines. And we've got a state-of-the-art laboratory with all the latest technology. And one of our strap lines is using the latest technology in equine breeding, because we really think what we've got in the lab there can really help preserve these rare and genetic lines. We've been given an award by Diversity from the Rare Breed Survival Trust. They gave us an award going back some years ago for our work and contribution to trying to preserve these animals' genetic lines. There's the 10 rarest breeds, like the Suffolk Punch. There's less than 200 breeding females left of the Suffolk Punch. So they're rarer than the giant panda. So one way we can do is preserve those stallions' lines and then basically reintroduce those bloodlines later on if necessary. There's lots of benefits for being in Shropshire. One of the main things is locality. We're sort of central in the country. We're only sort of a half an hour, maybe an hour away from all the major motorways, which is absolutely ideal for what we do here. We employ all local people. We employ 16 on the stud here. So they play obviously a huge part in how our business is run. And we're very lucky we've got some excellent staff here that are the backbone of our business. Our exports have grown enormously in the last 3 years. We started off about 5 years doing 25 exports. Now we're doing nearly 150 exports a year. Most of it's within Europe, but a lot of it is actually out to third countries past Europe. We do a lot to Australia, New Zealand, America, even Brazil we're doing now. And we had the first ever shipment for any equines in the UK to Kenya about 2 months ago. The world market is opening up more and more, and I really believe that this is an area that we're excelling at. We're building a whole new centre at the moment, take 22 stallions, and by then we can hopefully take up to 38 stallions in any one time. So it's a £1.5 million project that we're doing. We're going to be able to employ more people, we're going to be able to do more research and development. The growth side is something we're really investing in Shropshire for it. Shropshire Council will be very helpful in helping us grow this forward and giving us advice. We've had to diversify a bit now really to move with the times, and what we've produced in our lab has helped to use these freezing extenders on other species, and we find that absolutely fascinating now. We do this where we can extract the semen off animals that have recently died and actually preserve their genetic lines, just God forbid anything to happen to them. And we've adapted that now onto wild animals, so now we've developed an extender that we can freeze elephants' semen as well, and also now we're looking at more exotic breeds such as rhinos and other species. This is something we've developed in our lab in Shropshire. It opens far-reaching consequences. We even did a bull the other day that died, and it's the first ever bull that was born through this actual method of a new technique that we've developed in the lab. We do quite a bit of lecturing. We've just been invited to lecture at the Beaver Congress, which is the British Equine Veterinary Association, at the ICC Centre in Birmingham, virtually all over the world. Also, we set up labs and laboratories. We set up a lab in Saudi Arabia and Egypt and other continents as well. We're trying to broaden our horizon of what we do. It's not just freezing here, it's freezing elsewhere. We're very lucky with the horses we get in here. We have a right diverse of horses that come to us. We've had the Olympic horse this year, Big Star, which is a big feather in the UK's cap really, to say that this is an English horse ridden by an English rider, Nick Skelton. This means he can carry on a competition schedule like in the Olympics, yet he's carrying on a breeding schedule at exactly the same time. The sustainable energy that we looked at very seriously when we looked into this project, the ground source heat pump system, this was the most beneficial to this building, so we've had to obviously insulate the building incredibly well. We've made sure that we future-proof this building as well. We've built these very secure rooms, so when we freeze all the semen we can actually secure it. It's all concreted in with fully metal doors and fully fireproof the whole room, so if anything does happen, the actual genetic lines for all these 800 stallions that we have in store are stored safely indefinitely.